You're tuned in to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
Welcome back to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast, where we are showcasing the coolest brands and gifts while featuring movers and makers. I'm your host, Lenore, and today we're going to learn how to grow your business online with tips and tricks from the founder of ArevMedia, Arman Ananian. Now, Arman has had the opportunity to build ads for more than 200 companies, and his team, which is made up of digital marketing consultants, strategists, writers, and creators, all specialize in creating affordable, effective, and efficient solutions for your business, no matter how big or how small. So, Arman, welcome to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So I need to know, how can we grow our business online with ads? Because I see them all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And yes, I'm very happy that they're catered to me specifically because then I buy things. But how does that even work?
I can go different places. Let me start probably from the beginning. Is who do we target, right? So you can bring up an example. We can talk about it, or I can talk. For some of my clients, we gotta understand. What are they doing? What are their regular activities on Facebook? Are they, reading certain magazines? Are they hanging out on certain Facebook pages, groups? What are they doing? And from there, after you have your ideal customer, you pair that with where are they hanging out in Facebook, and you start targeting that way. And then we can go a bit deep, however you want us to go.
What are the benefits of hiring you and your team versus trying to figure it out on our own?
Good question. So a bit of my background is I worked for Grant Cardone and Frank Kern's advertising agency. There, I worked with, from 100 to 200 mostly US-based clients, with doing Facebook ads. So I had, I got a lot of insight. Okay, well, what works, what doesn't, what are the good combination in ads, ad combinations and landing pages, all that strategy. So what you're really doing when working with an agency is buying time and buying expertise so you can get results right away instead of figuring it out yourself all alone. And probably sometimes even spend more money with doing it.
What are some tips and tricks that you have for us in order to try to create some online ads?
Absolutely. So, we're going to talk about that a bit later on, but I have a free ebook called How to Get Exceptional Results with Online Advertising. And I detail some of the tips, I would tell people right now that are working. One of the things is going through like a checklist and understanding who are you targeting. There's a good tool called audiencer.io that people might find useful, that finds interesting audiences for you to target on Facebook. But the number one thing is have your ideal client in one place, and then let's go and see what are they working? Are they self-employed? Are they working for someone? What interests do they have? Are they married? Are they not? Do they have kids? So all those things affect, right? Once that's figured out, but it's super key for you to have those answers mapped out, right? And people are gonna get that. But if you have that mapped out, then it's very easy for you to go back and choose what you have to choose. Otherwise, you start with the wrong foot when you don't target the right people. After that, we go to a phase where we write the copy. So for the copy, a very good framework we was taught by my mentor Hernan Vasquez was, you grab the attention. If you had to write a copy, right? You grab the attention at first. Attention busy business owners, or attention women, attention busy women entrepreneurs, whatever it is, right? You grab them, you make them pay attention to your ad. Then you detail the benefits of what you have to offer. And then at the end, you tell them to act on something. So that's a bit of a structure that, I tell my clients and everyone to follow. And then, that's part of that. So we went through the targeting, copy, and now let's talk about the creative. What should you use? Should you use like images, videos? The main thing is we have to create like a pattern interrupt, with people, you and I do this, right? We scroll down, and if like an ad looks like a stock image, we just pass through it, right? We don't care about that. Versus if it was like something that would camouflage more with your feed, like let's say it's a meme, or let's say it's a funny video or something like that. That is definitely gonna attract more attention, get more eyeballs on your ad, so you can get more results. So those are kind of the 3 steps, and then we can talk about landing pages also.
Okay, so let's go right into it. How are landing pages beneficial? Because I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So you gotta the best tip I can give here to the people listening is you have to model what works. Like, it's great, you can go ahead and start from scratch. Well, I want to do a webinar, or I want to do an ebook, a free ebook, and then they go here, or a free course or whatever. But the best way for you to get results fast is to check out what other people are doing in your industry. So one thing that you can do to make that happen is, for example, there's this tool called the Facebook Library. So you can put that link, we can mark that in the show notes, but it's just basically a library of what every advertiser is doing. You can see what your competition is running ads to. So what offer are they using? What landing page are they driving results to? Okay, great. So they're doing a webinar and they're doing this. Then the next approach would be, hey, can you do it better? What can you do to differentiate yourself? Start there, because you would already gain a lot of insight from that versus starting from scratch and figuring out with your money what works. These people are spending a lot of money already, so why not see what's working?
Yeah, they give you kind of a blueprint of what to and what not to do sometimes as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's really nice. Now, have you found that it's different to cater to certain generations on different advertising platforms? Which one do you really just thrive on?
Good question. So our bread and butter for my agency is Facebook ads. That includes Instagram, Messenger, and the audience networks, which are basically apps and places like that. We in terms of age range, there's a specific thing we can talk about, but depending on the client, usually 40 plus is one of the audiences we do a lot of business with and show ads. But it depends on what are you selling. If you're selling to moms, like some of our clients, well, you got to target moms and just do that. Like one thing that this is what I was gonna mention is I found through running the ads that age range doesn't matter that much. So people that like to do, like, for example, 40 to 45, right? That doesn't matter as much as you targeting the right behavior or interests, because that person might be older or younger than you think, but still have the same behavior that you want to attack or target to.
Like you said, moms, it can't always be 40 to 55 or whatever. It could be like 20 to 70 at that point.
Absolutely. So, it's a bit of harnessing the horse. Who's your ideal audience, and then you kind of let the algorithm find, those sweet spots.
So more info, you can go to ArevMedia.com. You can check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/ArevMedia, AREV Media, on Instagram, ArevMedia, on Twitter, ArevMedia LLC, and you can check them out on YouTube as well. Now, Arman, thank you for joining us and giving us these really good tips to help really just boost anybody's listening's their online business or just their business overall, because I think this is the time where you really need to advertise online more than ever. And I want to hear about your ebook, right? Give us the details on that.
Yeah, for sure. So people, can go to, we're going to put a link, but it's going to be arevmedia.com/ebook. You guys can get that ebook. I pretty much summarize a lot of the things and some extra bonus content, in that ebook. You guys can get it, and it's like a cheat sheet to get exceptional results with Facebook ads.
So Arman Ananian from ArevMedia, thank you so much for joining us, giving us these tips and tricks to better and grow our business. And I hope that you guys implement those as well. I know we're going to probably start. So thanks for giving us some tips and tricks too. I think anybody can really just thrive with that knowledge.
Thank you. My pleasure being here. Thank you so much, guys.
So that's a wrap on another episode of the Brand Ambassador Select podcast. I'm your host, Lenore. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss one. More at brandambassadorselect.com, and we will see you next time.